Okay.
Cool.
So this is homework part 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Textbook. Let me just get to the homework actually.
Yeah, there's actually a README. If you look in the readme.md file, it's got all the questions in there. Except it doesn't show it up nicely as a. It doesn't format the text for us.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just. I'll keep the homework 1 up here on the side. So the
Okay.
goal of the multi-part assignment, blah, 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 blah. Let me just go to part 1.
In this problem, you'll implement
Okay.
3 functions that perform basic string processing. You can start from the template fun with strings RB. Okay.
Cool. So you're going to go, I'll go to the spec, and I'm going to take out the pending true from the palindrome specs. Okay. So if we have a look at the console, okay, so we've got failing specs now.
Okay.
To be expected.
Sample spring should be a palindrome expected to return true. Got null. Okay, so I can change it to send return true. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to test it again?
Cool. Yeah, if you save it, it should just auto test. Okay, it's still failing. So we've got something else. Abracadabra should not be a palindrome.
So now
Should
it
be.
actually receives a string. Let's say we pass it a string. So we want that string changed to down to show will only be lowercase letters, right? Nelson?
Sorry, don't forget what we're testing is this is as it's part of the string class, right? So we're not going to be passing the string to it. What it's doing, if you have a look at the fun with spec test, it's actually going string. If you have a look here, just have a look at the spec.
Yes.
So you see that it says abracadabra dot should not be a palindrome. So it's actually going to go abracadabra dot palindrome and it should return false.
Okay, I see.
So in the case of our thing here, you would just refer to with self. So self actually returns back the string that we're testing.
Okay.
So that is now the string abracadabra that you can do your stuff on.
Okay, so that string okay, so we want to remove, or let's just say downcase, right?
Yeah, on self itself though, not on string. String doesn't exist.
Yes,
self
sorry.
is the string. So
Self downcase. So if self equals self reverse, I think it should return true. Else it should return. False. Okay, do you want to run the test, or it runs the test automatically, right?
Yeah. To return true, not false. Yeah, I see that's not right there. Because remember, self is the current string, right? So you can't say self equals self dot downcase because it's sort of like overriding itself. So even that this is correct, but you want to create this as a temporary string. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like that.
So you're saying is create a string where you remove all uppercase letters and do a comparison.
Yes.
And don't forget your end.
That downcase correctly.
Yeah, that's right. And there was just an end missing there.
Sorry.
That's cool. Let's run the next one and see. Cool, so we got 2 passing.
Okay, should ignore non-word characters.
See, so if you look at what's failing there, a man, a plane, a canal, Panama. So that's where that G sub thing that you were originally trying to do would come in. So here. So we need to remove all spaces and non-alphanumeric characters, basically, non-word characters from the string before we do the reverse comparison.
Okay. So, all right, let's try this. Oops.
Now remember, you want to do it on the two strings that you're comparing it to. So I would do it, see where my cursor is, I'd do it up here.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
And then, all right. Let's say.
So all non-word characters, everything that's not a word.
Like you said, then. Okay, so now we are replacing it with letters, and okay, I think that will work.
Save it, let's see. So, okay, so G sub, I think the correct term for it is G sub, just like that.
Okay.
Cool, there it passed. Look it up, you'll see all your tests passed.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. Okay.
So the next one.
Yeah, I'll do the next one. Another thing you might want to do here is if you actually look at this, this is a redundant check, because if string is not equal to it, it's going to return anyway. So we could actually shorten this to
true if.
Yeah, then just take that away. So if they're not equal, it's not a palindrome. If they are equal, it is a palindrome. It would return the right true and false and test system passing. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right, so the next one now, we want to count the words. Right,
yes.
So yeah, just uncomment the specs there.
Okay.
Cool, save that, and we should have some failing stuff. There, okay, cool, so we got some failures going on. Let's go back to our word count. Okay, let's go look at the function there. Okay, so we want to count the words. Let me just have a look at the word count documentation. To be or not to be, a solution shouldn't use for loops, but iterators. As before, non-words in case should be ignored. The word is defined as a string of characters between word boundaries. Okay, so we have to ignore the case of it, and we have to remove all non-word characters again. So we need to get like the basic word out first, right? Or we need to split each one and then get the individual words. So, and we need to keep everything in a hash, right?
Yes.
So let's say words hash equals hash.new with a default value of 0. So when we create a new value, it will be 0 by default, right? And that's what we return. So I'm guessing that's going to fail still. Yeah, okay, so it's not adding anything to it yet. So now we need to split them out. So we say self.gsub. What do we gsub at this point? I'm just trying to think. We will need to get out all the non-word characters first. So I think we want to split it first, by spaces. Yeah. So you can just say split. You don't need to have splits by spaces by default. So you can say self.split each do word. Right, it will give you the individual words. Then we need to say gsub. Take out any non-word characters. Sorry, any non-word characters. And replace them with that. dot down case, right?
Yes.
And then that's our key. Now we can say words hash of word plus equals 1. Right? So if a word doesn't exist, it will be set to 1. It's the first word. And then if it already exists, it just increments the count by 1. What does our thing say? Expected, man, plan, canal, Panama. What? A man, plan, canal, Panama. Oh, there's a spaces there. I think there was that dash that was in that word. I converted to a word and then it was empty.
Okay.
Now, if you have a look at that that fading spec, if you go down, where is it now? This over here. If you look at the specs, right? We removed all special characters. That eliminated everything and returned an empty string. So maybe we just need to do a check there for that.
Okay.
Word is equal to an empty string. Let's see our tests. Okay, cool. So everything's passing for that. Think?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Cool. So now the anagram groups. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
Okay, let's see what's supposed to happen. An anagram group is a group of words such as anyone can be converted just by rearranging the letters. Okay. Given a space, separate list of words in a single string, write a method that groups them into an anagram groups and returns the array of groups. Case doesn't matter in clarifying string as anagrams. Okay.
Cool. All right. So basically, I think the logic there is you've got to sort of sort the characters into alphabetical order, so that if all the characters in alphabetical order, regardless of the order they are in the word, they're all matched to the same key, and then we can group them together in a hash, and then just return the values of the hashes, if you know what I mean.
So should we split up the words and then sort them?
Yes.
Or what are we saying? Okay, so
we got so let me just write pseudo stuff here. We got to the case doesn't count, right? Right. So does it say anything about non documentation here?
Case doesn't matter in clarifying or classifying string as anagrams, but case should be preserved in the output.
Okay. So then we've got to split the words. That's the key, right? Split the words.
Yes.
Split the words. Right, that's the first step, and remove. Okay, in this case, they're not saying anything about special characters or anything. Let me just look through the specs here quickly. I don't think we've closed them off. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so let's just move that quickly. So they don't say anything about punctuation here.
Ignores punctuation. Works on empty string. Okay.
If you look right at the bottom there. Okay, so we just need to split the words. So down case and sort the chars as keys, and then we need to append the origin righty. That's what we need to do, right?
Okay. So let's split the words. Let's just do that. Okay, so you agree with that,
Yes.
splitting the words, okay? Then word should be equal to downcase.
Yeah.
Sort the chars as keys, okay?
So if it's the word rats, for example, it needs to be translated to A-R-S-T, right?
Yeah.
Arts.
How do you split letters, or how do you get separate letters in Ruby?
So you can get, so let's just change this to key, right?
Okay.
Keyword, let's try to call it that. Because that's effectively what it is, right? So we want to do that. But chars gives you
Okay.
all the characters in an array, right?
And then just sort, or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And now
that.
you got an array of sorted characters, right? You want to get it back into a string. So just call dot join.
Dot join, like that.
Yeah, that'll concatenate them back into a string.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know about that charge.
Yes. I'll show you. There's actually a very short way to write this, but I'll show you just now. Let's finish
Okay.
getting this one right. Okay, so we got the keyword, right? We need
Yes.
somewhere to be storing all the keywords. So I think we use a hash as before, right?
Like word hash.
Yeah, so we call it anagrams hash, maybe. Would be better.
Okay. Anagram
We don't,
hash.
yeah, and we're adding the found words to the anagrams array of hashes, right? So we're not instantiating an array with the default value of 0. The hash must have a default value of empty array, right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, that
Like
was right. No, so you want it to be an array. You want it to each hash value to be an empty array on initialization. Yeah, like that. So when you go anagram hash key that doesn't exist, it creates that key value and it initializes the value to an empty array.
okay.
And then yeah, so anagram hash keyword,
Keyword.
and you want to append that to the array, right? The original word.
Append it to the array.
Yeah.
The original word to the appropriate hash value. How do you mean append?
So you got an array, right? You want to add a value to the array. You want to append it to the array.
Yes. So
That could work, yes. Let's try that.
keyword. What should be added?
The word, right? If you have a look at the instructions in homework 1,
Yes.
it gives you an example there. So if we had rats, tars, and star, our keyword would be, what's it, ARTS, and we'd have the words rats, tars, and star inside the array. So we're creating a groups of words that have the same number of characters or the identical number of characters in them. That's what
Okay.
anagrams are, right? So I think plus would actually try and concatenate 2 arrays together. No, so the keyword is the key, right? That's arts. But the word that we could be adding could be rat with a capital R, etc. So we want to append the word that we just split out.
Okay. But will this create all the combinations of those characters?
No, the characters you just use to create a keyword, remember?
Okay.
So if you have a sentence like this, if our string was this, for example, right?
Yes.
Sorry, not like that. So they all have the same characters in them, just in different orders to make a different case to make them different words, right? What that function will do is we're going to have an array of RTS to rat, or it doesn't really matter the order, right? So that's going to be our result of
Okay.
running that. You see, because we're going to get the word rat out of our split string, right? From this split string here. And then it's going
Yes.
to go through each word one by one. It's going to create that keyword, which will, all of them will create arts, right? We're downcasing it and we're sorting the characters alphabetically. So then
Yes.
anagram hash arts, and we're going to append the word rat to it, the word tars to it. If, like, for example, we had this over here.
Okay, I understand now.
So if we had something, then we'd have another key, which would be something alphabetically sorted and in a single array with the word something in it.
Yes.
So it would be
Okay.
something like this: A, B, C, D, E, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, A, B, C, D, E, G, H, I. You get it, right? It would be like
Yes.
something sorted alphabetically would be equal to,
And then something.
yeah.
Okay, I understand.
But we're not supposed to get a hash out, but I'll show you that next. So we've got our anagram hash that we've created this with, right?
Yes.
So what we need to return is the anagram hash dot values. So that returns an array of all the anagram hash values
Okay.
back, if I understand the homework correctly.
Okay, let's run the test.
Yeah, see that's not passing.
Okay.
Let me just run it manually. Spec. Okay, so it's not including the right thing. So this is
Expected to include
956.
cars.
Okay, so it's looking for, it didn't have cars and scar as a list.
Yes. Okay, so why would that happen?
Not sure.
Keyword, we take the word, we downcase it. Then we take the characters and we sort them. Then we join them together. Then we have the keyword. And then
Let me try something else. So if we just put,
keyword, then it should put in that value.
maybe our initialization thing is wrong. Let's just check what that gives us. So if I run it, just watch the console, I'll run it manually. Yeah, I see you're not actually adding anything, which is strange. Maybe our keyword thing is not right. Let's just see what keyword gives us if we run that. Yeah, we got asym echoes for.
And it's supposed to work for, oh, see, we get it twice.
Ah. But why do we get it twice? How can we have two keys that are the same?
Keyword.
No, that's fine. That's fine because we would get the keyword once for cars and we would get the keyword again for scar.
Or scars, but it's supposed to put that into the anagram hash. Why?
I'm initializing our anagram hash for some weird reason. This is not working. Let's try that. See what happens. We give it like the actual array.new. Still empty. It's weird that it's not populating our hash. It almost seems like a. So I just want to debug some statements here just to see what's going on. See that it's like empty, 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 empty. Why?
Anagram hash.
Maybe because we're doing this on an empty thing. Let's just say dot push word. Let's see if that fails or what it does. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Let me try something else. It almost seems like it's not getting initialized, eh?
Yes.
So anagram hash keyword is equal to unless anagram hash dot is key. So just a beforehand check, right?
Yes.
Let's start again. Ah, there we go. It's passing now. Just remove our put strings. Now we run rspec for the whole file. There. Cool. It's passing.
Yeah.
So I think maybe because that like pre-initialization thing wasn't working the way we expected it, so we had to like manually do it.
Yes.
Here's an interesting one though that somebody else showed me in the other class. I'm just going to comment this out so we've got it. But this answer can be answered like this as well. You can go self.split group by, you pass it a block, the word dot down case dot chars dot join. There, that'll pass as well,
Wow.
I think. Crazy, eh?
One line. And it
Okay,
makes
it's not working properly yet. Hold on a second. It was something like that.
split group by the word. Okay.
Hold on a second. It wasn't working right, so we did a down case. We split them and we grouped them by that.
It's again that one for cars and scar.
Oh, wait, sorry. I was supposed to sort it. Yeah, there, it works. So basically that group by method does exactly what our each block was doing by sorting through the stuff.
Yes.
Pretty cool, huh?
It is very cool.
Cool, so you want to submit this one as your assignment?
Yes. Will you send me the link and the files, please? Do we need to submit the files? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's it for the video. I'm going to stop the broadcast and we can do whatever else we need to.
Okay.
Cool.